good. Thank you. All right. Thank you guys for coming this evening. A fond memory I have is spending all day in the summertime outside with my cousins and coming in to find my grandmother under rows and rows of crocheted yarn. I never understood it. Sometimes I would go outside and come back and she would be on a completely different color. I just never really, it never bothered me. But then in the wintertime, she would bring out these big bags full of toboggans and hats and gloves, and we never had to go buy those things. I never realized that it was because of all of this crocheting in the summertime that we stayed warm in the wintertime. And also my mom used to do that. I remember countless times I would come home and every waking moment she would be crocheting something, just mindlessly crocheting. When I ask people why people don't crochet anymore, the top two reasons I found is that either they don't have time or people have convinced themselves that it's too complex. But both of those reasons are invalid. If you sit down and learn the stitch or learn a couple stitches, it will take you a long way and you can do basically anything. So now I have a drawer full of unique headbands and winter accessories like the one I have on, thanks to my grandmother and my mom. So crocheting is very simple. You just start with some yarn, you take it and you tie a simple knot, just a loop. You can come up just a little closer so they can see. So just a little teeny tiny knot. Okay, maybe not. And one more, just for good measure. So there's a little knot, and I'm gonna double knot it. All right. There we go. Okay, so there's a loop, and then you take your crochet needle, and with every loop, no matter what type of stitch you're doing, it's always you wrap it before you make a stitch. Anytime, it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna wrap it and then bring it through. Wrap it and then bring it through. Wrap it and then bring it through. That's what you call a chain. Wrap it and bring it through. Wrap it and bring it through. Wrap it and bring it through. Very simple. And after a while, your brain doesn't even have to think about it. So the complex factor is invalid. So once you've made a chain to your desired length for whatever you want to make, whether it be a headband or a scarf or some gloves or socks or a toboggan or even a blanket, I haven't gotten that advanced yet, but I'm working towards it. You will chain 3 more than your desired length, and then those 3, you'll count a 4th one. You'll skip that 4th one. You're gonna wrap your needle. You're gonna go into that 5th one. You're gonna wrap your needle again. You're gonna pull it through just like a normal chain. You're gonna wrap your needle one more time. You're gonna pull through 1 loop, so you should have 3 loops remaining. You're gonna wrap it one more time, and you're gonna pull through 2 loops this time. And then you're gonna wrap it one more time, and you're gonna pull through the remaining 2 loops. So how you know that you've started and completed a stitch is you should have 1 loop remaining on your needle. So one more time, you wrap your needle, you go into your stitch, your chain stitch, you wrap it again, you pull it through. You wrap your needle again, you go through 1 loop, you wrap your needle again, and you go through 2 loops. You wrap your needle again, and you go through the second 2 loops. And I used to keep track by saying 1, 2, 2. So when I'm crocheting without thinking about it, I wrap, pull, wrap, 1, wrap, 2, wrap, 2. And those 1s and 2s are how many loops I'm pulling through. One more time. 1, under, wrap, pull through, wrap, 1, wrap, 2, wrap, 2 more. And see, I only have 1 loop, so that means I've completed a stitch. So now we're gonna switch to a project that I'm actually working on This is going to be a scarf when I'm done. I'm about a little more than halfway finished. So here you can see, this is the 3 steps that I've taught you. The chain is here at the bottom. And when I got to the end of that chain, I did my 3 more chains. I skipped a hole, and then I started my stitches. So then these are just stitching, stitching, stitching. So here I'm almost done with the row, and I'm going to show you how I actually start a new row. Hang that right there. So here we go. Under, wrap, pull 1, wrap, pull 2, wrap, pull 2 more. Wrap it, go under, pull 1, wrap again, pull 1, wrap again, pull 2, wrap again, pull 2 more. Wrap, go under, pull through, wrap, pull 1, wrap, pull 2, wrap, pull 2 more. And I'm just going to continue that process till I get to the very end. This is something that is very relaxing for me, I find. I can think about it. My grandma used to often sit in her chair or in her recliner and watch TV, and I never got that because I always thought that this took so much concentration. But it turns out that it doesn't. It's something that I've come to love and I've come to do as a stress relief. Alright, we're nearing the end of this row right here. Got about 3 more stitches. And almost. One more time. Alright, last stitch. And your last stitch of a row should be the chain stitch that helped you create the row under it. So now we're going to do a simple next row switch here. We're going to chain 1, wrap, chain 2, wrap, chain 3, and then we're going to skip our first stitch from the first row. So that one we're going to skip. We're going to wrap it. We're going to go under in that second stitch. If we can get the needle in there, there we go. You're going to wrap it, pull it, wrap again, pull 1, wrap again, pull 2, wrap again, pull 2 more. And as you can see, it's a little loose, but that does create and start your next row. So it will go wrap, pull 1, wrap, pull 2, wrap, pull 3. So just in summary, chain, like I said, is your chain stitch. If I can find it, never mind. Your chain stitch is that very simple wrap, pull 1, that's your chain. And then your stitch is it's not very elaborate. I'll show you one more time, just to slow it down. So wrap, go into the stitch, wrap again, pull through, wrap, pull it through 1 loop, wrap, pull it through 2 loops, wrap, and pull it through the 3rd loop. That is your stitch. And then once you get to the end of your chain doing those stitches, you chain 3 more, and then you skip a hole and you start your stitches over again. This is probably about the work of maybe 2 hours, just me sitting and actually working. You can actually make very good headway if you sit and just commit to it. So for all my DIYers and my fellow crafters out there, my challenge for you is for you to at least try to crochet. Just try it. Even if you don't like it, just try it, because you don't know what you like until you try something. Also, if you do find that you like it, I would encourage you to make things. Whether you wear those things or not, there are people that are always less fortunate than we are that would love to have these things. There are homeless people that these things will help them stay warm during the winter. So I challenge you to try something new and to be a better person at it. Thank you. Thank you guys for watching.